Hello and warm greetings to everyone. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Fly Stellar Aeronautics. My name is Priyanka and I'm starting a series on aviation topics. In Jeppesen Part 1, we will be studying about altitude regulations. First is MSA, which is minimum safe altitude or also called as minimum sector altitude. It is the altitude below which it is unsafe to fly owing to the presence of terrain or obstacles. MSA is within 25 nautical mile radius of a navigational aid. MSA will give you 1000 feet separation from the highest terrain in that sector. Second is MOCA, that is minimum obstruction clearance altitude. It is the minimum altitude above terrain that guarantees viewer reception within 22 nautical miles from the beacon. It provides 1000 feet separation when terrain is less than 5000 feet, and it provides 2000 feet separation when terrain is more than 5000 feet. On the Jeppesen chart, the bottom number with an asterisk at the start is MOCA. Over here, as you can see, it is 2200, which is representing MOCA. Third is MEA, that is minimum en route altitude. It is the lowest altitude between radio fixes that assures acceptable navigational coverage and meets obstacle clearance requirements between those fixes. It provides 1000 feet separation in non-mountainous areas and 2000 feet separation in mountainous areas. On the Jeppesen chart, just above the MOCA, the number that you see is MEA, that is minimum en route altitude. Fourth is MORA, that is minimum off-route altitude. It provides separation from terrain up to 10 nautical miles off the route center line and 10 nautical mile radius around the ends of the route. It provides 1000 feet separation in non-mountainous areas and 2000 feet separation in mountainous areas. Fifth is grid MORA. Grid MORA altitude provides terrain and man-made structure clearance within the section outlined by latitude and longitude lines. The grid MORA value clears all terrain and man-made structures by 1000 feet in areas where the highest elevations are 5000 feet MSL or lower, and by 2000 feet in areas where the highest elevations are 5001 feet MSL or higher. On the Jeppesen chart, this is how it looks like, the bold numbers. Sixth is MAA, that is maximum authorized altitude. It is the published altitude representing maximum usable altitude or flight level for an airspace structure or route segment. On the Jeppesen chart, this is how it looks like, preceded by MAA. Seventh is MDA or MDH, that is minimum descent altitude or minimum descent height. It is the specified altitude or height in a non-precision approach or circling approach below which descent must not be made without required visual reference. On the Jeppesen chart, for a non-precision approach, for example, this is the Mumbai, India, VR runway 32 chart 13-4 alpha, where the MDA is 650 feet and the MDH is 625 feet. Similarly, for all charts, it is mentioned over here. And you can descend to the minimum descent altitude between the final approach fix and the missed approach point. There may be step down fixes you need to adhere to in between these 2 points. Last is DADH, that is decision altitude or height. It is the specified altitude or height in the precision approach or approach with vertical guidance at which a missed approach must be initiated if the required visual reference to continue the approach has not been established. So what you need to remember is that DA is decision altitude, which is for a precision approach, whereas MDA is minimum descent altitude, which is for a non-precision approach. And this is a chart, Jeppesen chart of Thiruvananthapuram, India, ILS runway 32, where you can see that the decision altitude is 260 feet and decision height is 244 feet. Similarly, for all ILS charts, The DADH is mentioned in the briefing strip. With this, we come to the end of Jeppesen Part 1 Altitude Regulations. I hope you found the video helpful and insightful. If you did, then please do like and subscribe to my channel, Fly Stellar Aeronautics. You can also share the video with your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get new video updates on other aviation topics. For any doubts, you can write in the comment section or reach out to me on the following email ID, or you can DM to me on my Insta or Facebook page. I will surely revert to the same as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. I will be back soon with another video. Till then, take care. Happy and safe landings to all. Jai Hind.